Hi, I'm just going to quickly walk you through my technology lesson. I have my TEAC listed out here. It's just using letter sound relationships to decode VC, CVC, CCVC, and CVCC words. But this is a kindergarten TEAC, and currently where my kindergartners are at, we're working on VC and CVC words. So I just focused in on those CVC. Specifically decoding CVC words. The ISTE standard that I used here is the 2.6D, and that's under the citizen category for educators, and it's just nurturing creativity in your lessons and in your classroom. The learning objective does state VC, but I did make a change. I am just focusing in on CVC words throughout this entire lesson. For the engagement, I wonder if I can push this down. For the engagement here, I have Nearpod, and so let's jump over to that. Kindergartners are unable to read and type at this point, so I just have a simple name section where they can write their name, and then they start a quiz. This quiz is audio interactive. So they're going to press the play button here. It's going to play a sound for them. So I uploaded each sound or each question has a specific sound. So it's going to be eh. Obviously, these instructions are not going to be read by the students. The teacher will give the instructions and walk them through. Obviously, there is some pre-teaching required here for technology with kindergartners. So they're going to go through this. It's very simple. It's the same thing over and over again. Once they complete this quiz, they're going to be instructed to stop, because at this point, they're going to move into the next step of the lesson, which is where we will be going into the Google Slides. So Google Slides is where I decided to present all of my information. This is going to be the direct teaching moment. And so as you can see here, there's a whole bunch of words here, each with them having a picture to describe what the word is trying to say, and then also with the vowel highlighted in red to help students identify what the vowel is, what the consonants are. And lately we've been having them do the roller coaster. So at helping them really segment out those sounds. Also, it provides an opportunity for the teacher. Oh, I don't want to move this. Provides an opportunity for the teacher to provide to not only direct teach and walk students through identifying the sounds and blending them together, but also opportunities for the teacher to call on students to work on it as a whole class. So going back to the lesson, I also included some questions here regarding not each of those words, but just overall gauging the understanding of students and where the lesson needs to move. There's the practice portion of the lesson. This is where I'm going to be using the Google Jamboard and the, I believe it's lead forward strategies, which is the factor fib portion. So let's go over to the Google Jamboard. Here's an example that the teacher would work through. The students see the word, we would decode it, and then we would circle the word, or circle the picture that would match the word. So hat, and you would circle the picture hat. This would be projected onto the smart board where those markers can be, it's not really a marker, it's like a controller marker mouse thing that students can use easily to circle the word. They would also be given the factor fib showdown. This has obviously been modified to fit the needs of kindergartners because one, they cannot read, and two, they cannot self-analyze at this point. So there's only 6 here that if I were to be using this in an actual kindergarten classroom, I would obviously provide way more opportunities. I would provide opportunities for every pair of students. Students will be pairing up for this activity, not only to have assistance with each other, but also to minimize how many words we would have to go through. So again, students would have to see the word, circle the picture. Each pair, as they get a turn, would come up to the board, but while they are waiting for their turn, they are still going to be participating by using this factor fit showdown sheet, recording sheet. And as you can see, the word is not presented here, so they can't go ahead of, they can't get ahead. They have to look at the, Jamboard to be able to know what the word is. Okay, and then after that, we're moving into the evaluation portion of the lesson, and this is where we go back to the Nearpod. This is going to be an individual assessment, and oh gosh, we have timer going. How did that happen? Let's see if it will reset. It's a friendly competition where students are timed. I put a minute timer on there. I feel like it depends on your, on the kindergarten class, but I feel like a minute should be enough time to do that. So they read the word, and then they would have to select the correct photo. So they select it, and then they would move on up. So that would complete the assessment. Obviously, there's 5 questions there. I just answered one. But this would document student answers not only on the evaluation, so kind of like an exit ticket, but also an entry ticket here in the engagement portion. So the teacher is getting a lot of information on where students are at. That is all that I have for this lesson. Thank you so much.